This one for you, obviously you've worked with Chris Nolan before, so was it him that drew you into it, or was it the script, the Dunkirk, the story?
Well, it's always Chris first, because he'll give you a call and say, look, I've got this thing, and he'll just sort of discuss it with you, and then the script comes after that, and then, but if it's Chris, chances are it's going to be extraordinary, so you're kind of in, really.
I assume this was very different to the other projects you worked with him. First of all, you're on a boat for a lot of it. What was it? Is it different every time you work with him, or?
Well, I mean, his process and his sort of approach to it and his philosophy behind filmmaking remains constant. But I think in this one he was really pushing the envelope in terms of challenging himself and challenging the actors and challenging his crew, and ultimately challenging the audience, to make something really, really visceral and something really, really immersive. So I could see that effort to really push himself.
Yeah, and when we find your character in the film, I mean, first he's in shock. I mean, obviously he's been at war, but for you, how much research did you do into that side of what a soldier might go through?
Yeah, I mean, that was my real job. Chris said, look, here it is, we have the character, we know what we need to do, and now I need you to go away and kind of sort of do the research on your own and bring it back to me how you think you should play it, and then we'll discuss it and sort of decide sort of how to modulate the performance in terms of how he reacts to different situations and how he reacts to different characters. And but what was lovely was that in the script, you get to see him beforehand, completely in control and completely capable and completely functioning, and then afterwards we see him after some unnamed tragedy and he's reduced to this. And so that was lovely for me, because it's one of the few characters that has a before, and it's the only character that has a before and after in the story.
And is it nice to have that respect from a director like that? That feels like such a collaboration rather than this is a story, stick. Do you know what I mean? You got to go off and kind of go back and say, these are my ideas. Is it nice to have that with a director that you know so well at this point, I assume?
Yeah, I mean, it's a real privilege to work with him every time. I mean, there's no argument that he's one of the greatest directors around at the moment. I think everyone accepts that. So as an actor, selfishly, you want to work with the best people, and he's definitely one of those. But every relationship between a director and an actor should be collaborative. I mean, they're the boss and they're the leader, but it has to be an exchange of ideas always.
Okay, and you work a lot with Barry Keoghan, obviously here today in the movie. What was he like to work with? I mean, this guy's had a buzz about him at the moment, doesn't he?
Yeah, deservedly so. I mean, he's just got it, and you can't teach that stuff. He's just got it, and he's kind of electrifying on screen. And I think all the films he's got coming out and everything, and he's just a darling young fella as well, which is good.
Okay, when you were filming, a lot of this is real. There's like no CGI in this, so the Spitfires are going overhead, all this stuff. I assume that helped with staying in character, and is that something that's brilliant? I assume you don't get that in many movies that you work on.
No, you're right, and it does help tremendously, but I haven't done much sort of green screen acting just because of the nature of the projects that I choose, but yeah, it does. I think it helps the actor, and ultimately the audience feels it. I think when they watch it, the audience feels like that there's no cut there. And those planes are definitely real, because the truth is we all can recognize a CGI shot now, because we watch so much of it. We all know when something isn't real. Even if it's the best digital effects in the world, you just know. And that sort of subconsciously will kind of disconnect you from the experience, I think.
Okay, and when you finally you've seen the movie, I assume, is it as tense for you, because there's so much going on in this film and there's so much outside of your scenes, like other story? Is it as tense for you and an experience, do you think, as it is for me or anybody else who goes to see it?
I mean, I hope so. I watched the film. It felt like I was watching with my breath held for the whole thing, and it's an incredibly suspenseful, tense experience. Yeah. It's a film to be experienced, really.
Okay, well, listen, good luck with everything. I know you've got hippy shake, and also you could talk to you all day, but good luck with it all, and congratulations on Dunkirk.
Cool, thanks, man. Nice one.
FM 104, Dublin's hit music station.